Good morning, Oilers. Rise and shine. Let's turn those cameras on as we enter another glorious week of online learning, or what I call waking up at 7 with just enough time to make it to 0 period. Speaking of that, sorry, Mrs. Lammers, I may log on right at 7:10, but that doesn't mean I'm not ready to dive into our Greek tragedies. So, the countdown begins as we make our way back to on-campus learning in T-minus 14 days. For those of you that aren't ready, listen to Spencer as he gives us some super important information.
Howdy doody, you little poopies. Are you ready to go back to school? I mean, well, probably not, but you know what? That's what I'm here for. So, by now you should know that a lot of kids are going back to school on November 3rd, although they aren't going back every day. Everything is also due to change, so stay on top of those emails because you don't want to be the one to show up to school on a Saturday. Another thing to remember is that even if you don't like masks, you don't want to be the one to affect others. So be careful. If you need to drink water or eat, just make sure that you are distanced from others and don't move while you're eating. This is so that everybody can avoid you. Do remember that everyone has to be safe, so make sure that you are not the oddball. Be prepared to have to adapt to going back to school instead of sitting in class while your dog barks at everyone and you have to yell at them to shut up. Keep in mind that this date will come sooner than you might hope, so just be ready because it'll spring up on you.
Thanks, Spencer. Woo! I'm glad I'm staying online for the sole purpose of doing school in pajamas. But for those of you going back, stay safe and make sure to find out if you're a Tuesday, Wednesday person or a Thursday, Friday person. We all know football season for our school would have been now, so for those of you who miss rocking out in the student section or those who were involved, such as our beloved cheer team, dance team, color guard, and the best, marching band, here's some news for you.
Hey Oilers, it's MJ, and I'll be giving the update on the sports here. It seems as though Huntington Beach High School sports will be commencing Phase 2 allegedly pretty soon, meaning that they'll be taking the next step of precautions when dealing with COVID-19. Specifically, football will be able to actually use a football and other equipment as well as occupy the weight room, in contrast to Phase 1, where the football players were only permitted to condition and do drills on air. However, similarly to Phase 1, the players still must wear their masks to and from practices, get their temperatures taken, and maintain the required social distancing. With all this being said, moving on to Phase 2 is a huge and necessary step in getting back to reality and being able to play the sport these athletes love. Go Oilers.
Awesome, MJ. Thank you so much for the update. While Oilers, as you all know, our 2020 presidential election is only 2 weeks away, and today is the last day to register to vote. Changing subjects, my favorite season has arrived. Spooky season. Let's listen to Jack as he tells us what it will be like during a global pandemic.
Throughout the past month or so, there's been a question looming throughout everyone's mind. What is happening with Halloween? And more specifically sometimes, is Halloween canceled? Hi Oilers, I'm Jack Goebel, and I'm here to tell you that Halloween is not going to be canceled. It is just going to be a bit different than years past. Because of the risk of COVID-19, the CDC has deemed trick-or-treating high risk, simply due to the fact that the candies have been touched by many people and are now being passed out to children. That means that anything like trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating, or K-rides, all of those have been deemed high risk. However, this in no way means that Halloween is canceled. There's nothing stopping you from doing everything you would do during Halloween on a typical year. Things such as carving pumpkins, decorating your house or neighborhood, or even watching scary movies with your friends or family in real life following social distancing, or even through apps like Discord or Zoom. Those are just a few examples of the many ways that you can still celebrate Halloween this year. So to put it simply, Halloween is not canceled. So don't let that get your spirits down for the upcoming holiday, should you choose to celebrate it. Bye, Oilers.
Thanks, Jack. Wow, there are a lot of fundraising events happening right now, and while they are usually an event that your parents or family might go to, lots of them have become virtual. We have some to tell you about, starting with the HBHS Foundation Sip and Savor auction. Here's Mark with the details.
Hey Oilers, it's always nice to give back to your school, and the annual Sip and Savor fundraiser is a great way to do so. This online auction offers great baskets and opportunities ranging from private volleyball lessons, cool back-to-school supplies, and even your own beach parking pass.
I'm Danny Morris. I'm the principal here at Huntington Beach High School. These are extraordinary times, budget-wise as well as other. But with your financial support, Huntington Beach High School can grow to be even greater than it is today. Thank you for your support. We hope you enjoy the auction and go out there and spend them dollars.
The auction starts today at noon, so make sure to help out the HBHS Foundation and show your support. Please visit hbhsfoundation.org/store/ to register.
Thanks, Mark. He'll be back next week with more info on MMET's big fundraising Beatles concert. Now, I may be biased here, but here's my personal favorite segment featuring some very talented APA dancers.
Virtual.
Funky.
Different.
Unique.
Weird.
All those words describing how the ladies of Ballet Ensemble feel about this year's annual dance showcase, Trash Bag. APA's Trash Bag Fashion Show is APA Dance Department's annual dance and fashion show fundraiser all in one. Normally, the event has the dance department create our own costumes from recycled materials and, you guessed it, trash bags. Due to COVID-19, our 2020 Trash Bag Fashion Show has been moved online. So, I sat down with my fellow Ballet Ensemble ladies to discuss how we feel about our virtual show this year.
Due to the current situation of our world, right now, we've had to adjust a little bit. We've had to adapt what it is we do as performers. So this year, we're all doing a virtual trash bag performance/event fundraiser, where we can kind of show everybody as dancers and performers how we're still able to do what we love. Just it's in a slightly changed environment.
This year's my first year of choreographing a dance for Trash Bag since I'm in choreography class, and it's a really big, huge difference because I would usually have a huge class to teach a dance, but now I can only have a small group or solo, and it's very sad because I won't have the full experience of being able to teach a class.
I would say that dancing is pretty hard because I'm in my room, so I don't have space at all. A lot of people are new to our group, so I just feel bad that they haven't gotten to the chance to know what being in ballet ensembles actually really like. It's really fun. Even though we have fun on Zoom, it's definitely more fun in person, I would say.
So a lot of us are in our homes. Again, we're chiming in via Zoom, and we're kind of dancing sadly on our own, but yet we still kind of feel together because we see each other's faces on the screen. But really, that's what it's all about. So in order to not have to cancel an event that we've been doing for 20 plus years, we're able to kind of show how we've adapted to change and how Trash Bag this year will be more of a virtual presentation of our art forms.
Wow, I didn't realize how good we would look on this screen. Make sure to support our APA dance and watch our talents come to life. There are so many APA fundraisers, it's hard to keep track. But here's a really tasty one that benefits us all coming up. If you love Mexican food as much as I do, you'll want to support the arts October 21st. Here's Dylan with more information.
Hi Oilers! Today I will be talking about APA's Miguel's Junior fundraiser. It will be on Wednesday, October 21st at 10 a.m. and last all day until 9. All proceeds will go back into the APA program for activities such as field trips. If you want to support APA, go to Miguel's Jr. on Beach Boulevard with a flyer. And if you're worried about leaving the safety of your home because of the pandemic, they have a drive-thru that can be used for a safe transfer of food. So we would like you to come over and support APA.
Thank you, Dylan. Definitely looking forward to that burrito. As a dancer, music is a huge part of my life. For those of you who know me, you know I vibe to my opera music. Let's see if Chad can change my mind as he sat down and talked to a local band.
Alter Ego is an indie punk band from Garden Grove. All 5 members grew up together and share a common passion for music. The band plays live all around the OCLA area at various local venues with other local bands.
I'm Jenna and I play bass. I'm Cassie, I'm the lead singer and I play guitar.
I'm Jack, I play drums.
Kate, play guitar. This year, the band has released their debut studio EP, Oxymoron, recorded at FTG Studios in Santa Ana.
It's on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much anything you can think of.
Yeah, you should listen to it. Alter Ego has been playing venues all throughout Orange County and before the pandemic, and obviously for about 4 months we weren't really playing shows or anything, but we're fortunate enough to start playing shows at Bolsa Chica and like Sea Salt with the Beerman Bros and Slaves to Humanity, so you should check them out too.
So myself, Jenna, and Cassie, we all went to same elementary school together. Caden and I are neighbors, and then Keaton was just another neighborhood kid everyone kind of knew. And we all just came together and started the band.
Yeah, we added Caden as an additional guitarist about like this week. He's a killer, so yeah. How we started is we played Battle of the Bands at Pacifica High School before I transferred to Huntington, and we kind of started just for fun, and we actually ended up winning, so we were like, oh cool, we should keep playing, and now we're here.
So you can find us on Instagram at Alter Ego Punk Band, and go listen to our EP on all the music platforms in link in our bio.
Yeah, come check us out. We're playing at Sea Salt on Halloween at 11 a.m.
I think I still prefer Habanera from the opera Carmen, but the band in that segment does have some pretty killer tunes. Now it's time to join Chris for a rather tongue-in-cheek, or shall I say, Crustables-in-cheek edition of HB Bites.
Hey Oilers, today I'm going to talk to you about a really great restaurant called Huntington Beach High School. They offer free food. It's amazing. I went there today to go check out what it's all about. You should too.
You kind of just walk up over there and grab some. They give you a bag of food, so that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to see what that's all about.
So I don't know what to say. I mean, it's Crustables. I mean, what's not to love?
They offer food from 12:30 to 1:30 to any student who is under the age of 18.
Lastly, Oilers, if you need a break from all that homework, you can be on our infamous Hall Talk segment on the next show. Zoom in tonight at 6 p.m. to be featured. We all know it's everyone's dream to be on here, so here is your opportunity. The Zoom ID is 747-735-3204, and the password is CALLTALK in all caps. It's easy and super fun. Well, that's all the class time we can take up for today, Oilers. Stay safe, stay cool, stay classy, and don't forget to take some well-needed breaks outside with nature. Au revoir!